KDE Plasma 6.7, the next big leap for Linux desktops. What's coming in June 2026? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are someone who loves a highly customizable, beautiful, and powerful Linux desktop, you're going to want to stick around. Today, we are breaking down everything we know about KDE Plasma 6.7, the next major version of one of the most advanced desktop environments out there. The final stable release is scheduled for June 16th, 2026. That's right around the corner, and the development team has already started rolling out public betas, so early adapters can jump in and test things. The first beta drops on May 14th, followed by the second on May 28th. Plasma 6.7 will be built on KDE frameworks 6.26 and Qt version 6.10, giving it a solid modern foundation. So, what can you actually expect? Let's go through the highlights in a way that's easy to follow, whether you are a long-time Plasma user or just thinking about switching. First, smarter input and everyday conveniences. One of the coolest new features is the revived ability to type characters that aren't printed on your physical keyboard. Long press a key, just like on your phone, and you'll get a pop-up menu with accents, symbols, and special characters. It's a small thing that makes a huge difference when you're writing in multiple languages or dealing with technical symbols. There is also a brand new global push-to-talk system. Instead of fiddling with settings in every app, you can now assign a single hotkey that mutes all your microphones by default and only unmutes them while you hold the key. It's perfect for gamers, streamers, or anyone who joins a lot of video calls and wants rock solid privacy control. Now, visual polish and theme switching made instant. If you switch between light and dark modes, depending on the time of day, you're going to love this. A simple toggle switch right in the brightness and color widget on your panel. One click and the entire desktop and supported apps flips modes instantly. The team even plans to add a smooth crossfade animation in a future point release. On the visual side, Breeze-themed applications like Dolphin, Ocular, and Kmail are getting nicely rounded selection highlights. It's a subtle change, but it makes the whole interface feel more modern and consistent. You'll also be able to install custom sound themes directly from downloaded files. No more manual copying into hidden folders. Now, better notifications, windows, and multitasking. Tired of clearing your notification history one by one? Plasma 6.7 lets you set a global keyboard shortcut to wipe the entire history in one go. There is also a new dedicated global action for quickly untiling a window that was snapped using the Quick Tile feature. The window list widget now supports sorting windows, and KWin, which is the window manager, can remember different tiling padding settings for each screen. A godsend for multi-monitor setups. Speaking of screens, you can now create permanent window rules to exclude specific apps from screen recordings, which is great for privacy-conscious users or content creators. Now, printing finally gets the love it deserves. Printing support sees some major upgrades. There is a brand new, full-featured Print Queue Viewer application that makes managing print jobs much clearer. If you share printers over Windows networks, which is SMB, you will find a clean, dedicated setup UI in system settings. No more guessing or wrestling with cryptic options. Now let's talk about KWin and Wayland power-ups. Under the hood, KWin is getting some serious performance and compatibility improvements. Let's talk one by one. First, multi-GPU swap chain support for Vulkan, which should help with smoother graphics on systems with multiple GPUs. Second, support for 3D LUTs, lookup tables, on hardware that supports advanced color pipelines, reducing GPU load while keeping colors accurate. Number 3. The new XX fractional scale V2 Wayland protocol, which reduces those annoying gaps between windows and panels on fractional scaling setups. The fourth, the EXT background effect version 1 protocol or V1 protocol, which standardize blur and other background effects across apps for better visual consistency. These changes mean Plasma 6.7 should feel even snappier and more polished on modern hardware, especially under Wayland. Now let's talk about networking, hardware, and system tweaks. Other welcome improvements include revamped OpenVPN and OpenConnect VPN configuration pages that are easier to use. The ability to reverse the order of items in the system tray. Better handling of loop devices in the disk and devices widget. Improved detection of multiple GPUs in the System Monitor app. The global shortcuts KRunner plugin enabled by default. Support for network activity monitoring on FreeBSD systems. The option to limit Wi-Fi networks to specific bands, which is great for crowded environments. Sandboxed apps also get more reliable screencasting and remote desktop permissions, and the mouse mark effect now works better on touchscreens. Now, polish everywhere. As usual with Plasma releases, the team has touched nearly every corner of the desktop. System settings, the Discover Software Center, the kickoff menu, Bluetooth and brightness widgets, and dozens of smaller panels and applets. Everything feels just a little bit more refined. So, why this matters? Plasma 6.7 isn't about flashy new widgets or radical redesigns. Instead, it's about taking an already excellent desktop and making it more convenient, more consistent, and more future-proof. It's the kind of update that quietly makes your daily workflow smoother without you even noticing, until you realize you don't want to go back. If you're running Plasma today, you'll feel right at home, but with noticeable quality of life wins. And if you have been on the fence about trying KDE, this release is shaping up to be one of the most mature and user-friendly yet. The betas will be open on May 14th. So, if you like living on the edge, you will be able to test these features very soon. I'll be keeping an eye on the development and will do follow-up videos once the stable version lands, including installation guides and real-world performance tests. So, what are you most excited about in Plasma 6.7? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, especially if you're already running a beta or have a favorite features from past releases. If you enjoyed this overview, give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe for more Linux desktop news and tutorials. And hit the bell so you don't miss the full review when 6.7 drops in June. Thanks for watching, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.